Today is day one of our trip over to the East Coast, traveling up the East Coast right along the edge of the Atlantic Ocean. This day one.
King of the road, trailer for sailoring, man, trailer for sailoring, ain't got no.
I did not make you sit through the entire 6-hour ride from our home over here to where we are on the East Coast. So now at this point we are near the coast in Savannah, Georgia. They have quite a few tour trolleys riding around town here. Some of you may have noticed that I was actually an extra day late uploading, and that's because I actually did not leave like I thought. I was a day later leaving than what I thought I was going to leave and what I planned on leaving. And that's just because this particular trip financially, we're running a little bit tighter than we normally do on our trips. So I took the extra day to kind of ease up that burden just a little bit, because that's one less night that I have to rent a hotel room, at least 2 less meals that I had to buy, just to kind of ease up on the financial burden a little bit. That's why there was no upload yesterday, when yesterday should have been this day one video. It's important to note that this area of the United States here on the East Coast was very active during the Civil War. There's a lot of Civil War history here, and over the next how many ever days we're on the road, we are gonna probably see a lot of Civil War history. For example, just right here is our first piece of history. They have this erected statue erected by the state of Georgia, city of Savannah, and the patriotic societies of the state. You can still see the mixture of the old plantation style homes as well as new. Standing right here in the middle of the square, you can see, like, at one point this was an old Victorian era home that has been upgraded, and you can see it in its architecture. Check out this old England style telephone booth here. There's no telephone in it, obviously. I think it's awesome though. This building directly here in front of us, this is the Savannah Visitors Center, the Savannah History Museum. There's an Oscar there and an Academy Award. I will say this train is really, really cool. They even have a conductor's hat. It reminds me of the train we saw the other day out front of the Sloss Furnace Factory. Here in front of the train, they actually have real tracks down that the train is sitting on. Oh, it's an old dentist office. They have a couple of little cars up here. This one's a horse-drawn carriage. And over here, this is a very, very early engine-powered automobile. Just a little one-cylinder. Now what you would see in like a lawnmower or something like that. They didn't even have a steering wheel. It just had this little handle they could use to turn it left or right. A really cool old cannon there. The CSS Savannah. Check out this old newspaper here. $100,000 reward for the murderer of our late beloved President Abraham Lincoln. Wow. Look at that building there. It kind of resembles an old jailhouse or something right there. That's kind of neat. Just right out here in downtown Savannah. I really enjoy the way their streets are. Just kind of reminds you, if you think about it, of colonial Boston or something like that, with the cobblestone streets and the close, tight together buildings. Makes you think of Paul Revere riding up and down the street saying, "The British are coming, the British are coming." And they even have a couple of flags here, these circle of stars instead of the 50. And I had to get a shot of this old theater here. This is really, really cool. My buddy Tampa J will appreciate this. Savannah Theater. These are live shows they have going on right now. It looks like they have a That 70s Show live going on inside of there. Again, reminds you of colonial America. And here is a perfect example of what I was talking about, mixing the old with the new. This old colonial style home here on your left, right next to a brand new modern brick apartment building here on your right. We will be coming back to Savannah in a few days because there is another video I want to film here. Today though, we're going to continue moving on to the coastline.
Trailer for sailoring. Trailer for sailoring. Ain't got no.
We've made it to our destination for tonight, which is right up the road from the Atlantic Ocean. I found these really cool giant elephants right here by the road that I got out to see. I love elephants. Unfortunately, if you can't tell, it's raining on me. It's been thundering and lightning and pouring down rain, and that kind of puts a hamper on the plans for this first night. There are several places I wanted to go on this very first day, and I was going to fly the drone around, but the weather this evening, and it's not supposed to let up until after the sun goes down, has kind of ruined my plans. So I'm not going to get to do much on this first day. I'm going to have to go get a hotel room and take it in for the night because of the weather. I'm now at our motel for the night. I mean, it's still fairly early, but I'm getting soaked. It's pouring down rain. So unfortunately, this first day on the road was a bust. I made it here. I'm here. I'm right up the road from where I want to start my East Coast journey. There was actually some stuff I was going to see here and then spend the night, get up in the morning and hit the road headed up the coastline. They're outdoor places and I just want to get to. So I'm gonna end this video, I guess. I can't do anything else. Tomorrow morning when I get up, hopefully the weather will be in my favor and I can go to those places. I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank you for tagging along on this East Coast adventure with us. Don't forget, there is a contest going on right now where you can win an action camera. There's a link in the description box below. You can go click on it, follow the directions in that video, and you can be entered and possibly win an action camera. If you have not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon. That way you can get notified and follow along on this entire East Coast adventure with us. Also, if you would like to help support the channel, in the description box below, there's a link to Patreon and PayPal if you want to help out fueling our adventures. Thank you all. I will see you again tomorrow from, well, we'll still be in Georgia, but the East Coast of the United States. Thank you again, and I hope you all have a great day.
Trailer for sailoring. Trailer for sailoring. Ain't got no cigarettes, but trailer for sailoring. Give, don't pay no. Trailer for sailoring. Trailer for sailoring. Ain't got no. Trailer for sailoring. Give, man of me, by no means. King of the road. Trailer for sailoring. sailoring.